I did crowd work with a 5-year-old.
And how did that go?
He got heckled by a crying baby. So
Wait, so you're going around and you're like, where are you from? You're 5.
no.
Hey, little man, what do you do for a living?
I was talking, and you know how I usually do the bit.
I shit my pants.
When there's kids in the bar, I usually do the bit where I'm like, yeah.
Give you a plate and bring it in.
Okay.
Eat on Mike. Eat on Mike.
Eat on Mike. Eat on Mike. Dang, dude, getting heckled by a 5-year-old and your mom.
And my mother at the same time. You do yours first. So I'm gonna have to wait now.
Drake Belt, he has a mic now at this place called Catalina Brewing Company. It's not Catalina Craft Pizza. It's like a different place. They got some pretty good beers there. So if you're in Tucson, you want to check out some comedy. Catalina Craft Company.
Catalina Brewery.
Christ. Catalina Brewery, where you can find comedy and not pizza. Google it. I can't
you were
tell
there.
you.
That's the only reason.
You make a left at the Chicken Nuevo, and you go past the trailer park and then the parking lot.
If you hit the Pollos Hermanos, you went too far.
Yes, you are now in a fictional reality.
You've entered the Twilight Zone. Go ahead and turn around.
Wormhole, and it's hard to get back.
It's too far.
It
will come
through Toontown, and most humans don't survive through Toontown.
They don't, because humans are not Toon acid proof. Okay, so
it's a rough place for the human being.
Yeah. You can get back, but you have to wait. You have to wait eternity, and then you loop back around in the wormhole, and then you come to Catalina Brewing Company.
You ever seen that episode of Futurama? It's just that episode.
Yeah, it's just where it's just the time machine.
The episode of Futurama. He's like, that's a great episode.
No, that would be a great episode. It's literally Morty's mind blowers on Rick and Morty.
You guys
remember that time when I erased this memory?
It's like that episode is literally just H.G. Wells' Time Machine, but they did it because it's Matt Groening and
it's like the Batman's villains playing poker. Like, what about your Batman story? Yeah. Anyway, Catalina Brewing Company, good beer. It's on Sundays, 6 p.m. I get there. It is myself, Drake Belt, Cody Stuckey, and Stephen Black. So 3/4 of
great lineup.
The crowd, which is also the lineup, is completely spazzed out. We got Stephen Black, spaz. We got Cody Stuckey, off the wall spaz. Me, angry spaz. Nobody is in there. Drake is bombing horribly. He's getting heckled by pinball machines. And, dude, nothing beats a good James Bond theme song heckle. Right when
until you get heckled by the fryer going off when it's just like there's like the time on the wings. You're like, this is crazy. How can we hear it from here?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can definitely hear the elderly bartender shatter glasses pretty regularly. He's not elderly, but he is diabetic. So whole different situation. Halfway through my set, like 2 parents come in. There's like a whole Oktoberfest food truck happening outside. Everybody is out there. Everybody's outside and in the other part of the bar. No one is in the stage area. And the stage area is where the pool is, where it's lined with pinball. Nobody's in there.
So everybody chose food over jokes.
Yeah. I mean, I would too. If I was hungry, I would be like, where can I get some good comedy? I'm really feeling some good one-liners, you know.
Well, yeah, especially what's better, a bratwurst or Cody Stuckey being like, so I raped my mom?
Well, it depends on if you're a mom rape joke or hot dog mood, I guess.
It would be so funny to get both at the same time. It's a draw. Like for me, though, like for us, that's a draw. To be like, oh, they have brats and there's a guy doing rape jokes. Yeah, I'm in.
In what context is he doing the rape jokes? Because I like my rape jokes with little sauerkraut on top. Also, how I like my hot dogs.
Is there a free topping bar? There is. I'm in.
Awesome.
Really, yeah, I'm really more of an edgy joke and stone ground mustard kind of guy. So.
You can bring your own Molcajete, dude. No one will.
Dude, also, what a phenomenal crossover of like Tucson cultures. Just like open mics, for some reason German shit, and then using a Molcajete to grind up your fucking mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's good. It's the best way to make it.
Sorry we don't do it like Connor's people did with a fucking stone wheel on its side and then another stone wheel on its side.
And a donkey walking back and forth.
No. Do you know how many of my people lost their fingers because they didn't figure out that you got to grind it together?
Yeah.
Like you're just mushing it back and forth, and then when they went in to grab it and readjust it, right off, dude. Right off, gone, dude.
You have to stop the
127 seconds, dude. That's how long it took you fucking.
Dude, that's how my great-great-grandfather lost his fingers. No, seriously, that's where I got my name from, Connor. James F. from O'Connor. They called him Old Lefty.
Oh, Lefty.
Yeah, no, not really. So anyway, a family just decides to come into the room, and Stookie is on stage, right? Stookie's on stage. When the family comes in the room, these are like 5-year-old kids, right? There's 3 of them. They're all pretending to play pool, running around, just like, touching all the machines, and they're all going off like Mission Impossible music. There's a Foo Fighters pinball machine that just starts playing Monkey Wrench, and I'm like, good song.
Oh, see, I thought he was gonna like throw the ball. It's like, there goes my hero.
They're like, and when they come in, Stookie starts doing his worst jokes, dude, and I am like, I know that he's not that autistic that he's going to keep doing this.
Like, walk the crap.
Dude, more people came in. Dude. It was insane. He was doing these crazy jokes, and I'm like, dude, you can't say that. And he said like, I swear to God, he said like a black dick joke, and I turn around and there's this like fat little girl just like, and I saw that and I started dying, dude. I started dying. She was like, what is that?
That's the parents' fault. That's crazy. You can't.
They let him, dude. The parents were laughing and the kids were just like,
yeah, that's always the joke that I would go to. Like whenever I see kids in the bar, I always go to that joke, and then I go, yeah. So, stay in school, kids. I guess it's or something. And then the kid, like, I was like, what are you, 7? And then he goes, nah, 5. And I was like, way off.
Yeah, way off. That was off by 25% of your age.
And then, like, right when I said way off, his sister started crying. And I was like, well, this is fantastic.
Getting heckled by a baby while trying to crowd work with a 5-year-old.
They were sitting in the front row, dude.
Well, so you had to do that.
Is this your wife? Is this your mom?
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you stop crying? Is this your father right here? Point to the 5-year-old. Is this your father right here? Yeah, and it was ridiculous. I started crying because there was, when like you appreciate that extra layer of comedy when someone is clearly bombing on stage, and just the situation. He's telling like dick and rape jokes and ass fucking jokes. All of these 5-year-old kids are fully listening, and she's just telling him right to him. And I'm like sitting there like fucking convulsing, crying on the table because I can't handle it. And then I have to go up right after him. It was one of the greatest sets I've ever seen. The greatest ever.
Dude, yeah, I love that when you're like so and so bombed horribly. I loved it.
It was the best thing ever. It made me want to continue doing comedy.
It's the reason I do this. No, it is sort of funny though when you witness those moments where you're like, should I tone it down because someone brought kids? And then you're like, no, the kids shouldn't be here. You're like,
yeah,
this is not on me. This is on you.
It was crazy. And then when I got on stage, the kids kind of like ventured off and like weren't paying attention. But occasionally they would direct their attention towards me, like right. The key thing was if you said the word fuck, you had their attention. They're like, you can't say that. I'm like, your parents say it all the time. All right. They're here.
Your parents brought you here.
And the dad of the kids was laughing his ass off. Just he was like,
and the second pitcher just hanging out.
Yeah. he's just hanging out. He's just like, kids like fucking around. Hitting the 8-ball in, got the whole rack to hit.
Who do that to his kids?
Like, hey,
they'd be like,
don't do that.
You can't say that. Hey, write down.
Yeah, you can't say fuck. He's like, hey, he's trying to tell a story. Come on,
hey, let him work. Let him work.
It was funny, dude. He was like, he was letting us do our thing, but he was being really respectful to the comedians. He was like, hey, they're telling a story. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. And I was like, all right, good dad. Good dad.
Hell yeah, dad.
Say the fact that it was a Sunday evening and he's at a bar getting hammered with his kids.
Tell a story. And then Cody Suki's just up there and be like, the thing about AIDS.
I think there was an AIDS joke in there, yeah. There was an AIDS joke. And then Stephen Black, he did a literal minute of comedy. He couldn't take it. He couldn't handle it, dude. Too much pressure. He got off stage.
I remember, what was the, Clint, actually, Connor, I think you might have gone a couple of times, but there was an open mic at like a coffee bar that was across from that. It wasn't, where like the garage or whatever it used to be? Like it was on like University and like 4th.
Epic Cafe?
Epic Cafe.
Yeah.
There was one time, there was a mic that I want to say started at like 5 or something like that.
Ugh.
At Epic Cafe. And of course, I'm like one of like 3 people who shows up. And there are 2 different families.
Oh, I know what you were talking about. Yes. I was
sitting in there. And the parents like drinking coffee and the kids are just drawing or whatever. And I was like, I went to go up and I was just like, I don't know what to do here. And so like, I think I'm just wait. I'll just go home.
Did you just stand out there like?
No, I literally got up there and I was like, I'm gonna go. And like, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't feel like talking to these people. And it's broad daylight. They like, I don't know. Like I'm gonna have to deal with them after, no matter what I say. And I don't think anything.
In the back laughing. He's just like.
Oh, and then I forgot. Elena came in. Drake was getting a beer, so he couldn't host. Steven got off it after a minute, and I went up and was like, "All right, everybody, I'm a Drake Belt. Thank you for coming out to my mic. If you're gonna pay somebody, pay me, Drake Belt." And then Elena Erickson Lopez, she walks in. She gets on stage. And when she gets on stage, like 4 other little girls like run in and they start running around and causing havoc. And there's like 3 boys in there. They're all like whatever. And they all told jokes on stage. Elena was literally like a preschool teacher, like, okay, I'm going to hold the mic now. Okay, you don't get to hold the mic. Now say this joke. And just saying jokes. It was crazy. I'm like, she's literally like a preschool teacher right now.
Yeah.
Miss Erickson Lopez, what's a black dick?
And she's just going through note cards. She's like, yeah, most of these aren't going to be for you.
Yeah, these aren't yours. Yeah, it was crazy. So what happened? Oh yeah, that was your story.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that happened. I've noticed because we talked about it last night in the group chat. I'm not gonna like name anything, but I'm gonna put I don't know, just like the bait. Like I don't like it. I don't like getting advice, and I don't like giving advice because it causes a whole thing every time. Like, because comedians, we're all so fucking like.
We're also sensitive and protective of our material, and we're elitist. Like, you've been doing it this long, I've been doing it this long. That was my first. Yeah, that was my first reaction.
I told a person that has been doing comedy now for probably a year and a half. I was like, you should move around a lot more on stage because you already pace a little bit. You should just start walking around instead of just like moving back and forth, like swaying back and forth. Like you should just actually move around. And then he was like, oh, I really appreciate that advice. I mean, I really like that because like we're on like the same level. And I was like, yeah. Like, in my head, I was like, no. But like
in your mind, you're doing him a favor, and in his mind,
oh my god, I know exactly who you're talking about too. Where you're just like, on second thought, why don't you just stand still?
Wait,
yeah. So then it was that was the last one. No more advice for younger comics. I'm not helping. I'm not helping any of them.
Are you on your phone?
No.
No. Wait. So you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Can you text me who it is?
I don't think Lex will know.
Oh, would I not know? That's fine.
Yeah, you won't know.
Never mind.
He's a youngin', dude. He's a youngin'.
But yeah, dude, I don't know.
He's probably going to hear this.
He's going to hear it and be like, but I thought we were on the same level, man.
You know me, like I was literally just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he just nod and smile. Yeah. No, dude. This person last night, they
from Madagascar, dude. That's my identity.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Everything's fine. Don't bother.
Yeah, dude. The advice that I got last night took me off guard completely because it was at the Chiba Hut mic. So, it starts at 6. I didn't go up till probably like 7:15, 7:30. And there's nobody in there. It's just comedians and like one small table that's just waiting for their food. So in the middle of my set, they got up and left. It was not a good set. There's so many things that happen during your set. You forget a line, you try a different order, you fuck around a little bit, it throws it off a little bit. I don't always do the same exact. Yeah, it's like I don't do the same exact shit every time. I did my strawberry blonde bit that I added to Lex. I don't think you've heard it yet, but
that bit sucks.
Well, see, that's essentially what this comedian thought, and I was like, "What do you mean it sucks?" Because I've said it like well over a dozen times, and it gets laughs every time. Maybe not like a huge pop, but it all depends. I've used it for shows, and it definitely is a funny joke.
It is.
And I was just like, I literally, I was on my way out the door.
That's just like a straight dig.
It was a straight, just like, hey, I've noticed that since your strawberry blonde bit never works, and immediately I was like, what do you mean?
Dude, that's crazy.
Wait,
I was like, what do you?
Please tell me also that this person is like super new.
Yeah.
And they just came up, they're like, I got this.
Yeah, but also, here's the thing. I think Clint and I maybe have talked to this person 1 or 2 times at Laps, maybe. Like, in just kind of like, how like there's like 4 of you, then one person leaves, and then that brings the furthest person closest to you, and then all of a sudden you're just like talking to them. And then you're like, oh, that's crazy. And then you go drink your shit somewhere else.
Can I get another one? I gotta.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm on next. You're not on for like 20 people.
And then you just do shit that you definitely don't do. You're like, I'm gonna go look at my material. I'm gonna go over this shit.
I just need to read through it again.
Yeah. It was insane. Like, so it's like not a person that we have rapport with. That's one of the most baffling things. No rapport with this person whatsoever. And then they're just like, that this part never works. And I'm like, are you hearing the same shit? Wait, what'd you say?
let me be the teacher for a moment. It's like, no,
Let me just sun you real quick. Let's just
It was just like, eh. And I was like, are you saying this because you're offended by the strawberry blonde bit of it? Basically, the joke goes that like everybody knows a girl who is strawberry blonde, like in school, and they're redheaded, and then they're like, no, I'm strawberry blonde. Like it's a fucking lie. You have red hair. Okay, it's you're insecure and you do anal. That's basically the fucking whole basis of the bit. And they were just like, well, strawberry blonde is actually like one of the most sought after hair colors for women, and I was like, but that's not what it's about at all. The point is that everyone knows somebody in that vein who's like, no, it's actually strawberry blonde.
Also,
that's the whole point.
This person's point of contention.
Like this one time I had a joke about
raping
mosquitoes with AIDS.
Oh yeah, mosquitoes with AIDS. Yeah, I remember that one.
Like mosquitoes with AIDS bit, and like if the mosquito, like what if mosquitoes could carry AIDS? Was basically the bit, and then someone after a show came up to me and was like, that's not how AIDS works, and I was like, it's a joke.
Dude, I tried.
It's
a joke.
He was like, that's not how AIDS works, and I was like, it's a joke.
You literally just turned into an Indian guy.
I just like turned around and started.
It's not how AIDS works.
People. I was like, fucking idiot. Like it's not real. An AIDS mosquito isn't a thing.
Dude, I remember this was at Laughs. I tried something new that I just fucked up like midway through and tried to just keep going. And it was something in like I fucked up about like how things would fall. Like, okay. I don't even remember exactly how or what I said, but then one of the people who came up next was like got a major in physics or something. He's like, that's not how it would work. And I'm like, I fucked it up. Like, I don't care. Dude. Like, he's like, this is how it would go. Like, great.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you should ever give advice or get it or accept advice from people unless you know them really well.
Sure, like if Chris Quinn was like, I think this might work better.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's giving me advice constantly. And I'm like, I will take that into consideration. And then I don't.
It comes off as advice, not as like, so that joke sucks. What you should do.
Yeah, actually, even how I framed it is way different than this part doesn't work.
I thought it was absolutely crazy because I trust Chris is one of the people that I trust the most to give me advice.
Back into the old days and made a lot of nasty jokes right now, but I didn't. And Lex, you should be proud of me.
I am proud of you. I don't know which jokes, but I am proud of you.
Race jokes.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm sure women would think they're race jokes.
That's always a great litmus test. You're like, who would think that this is awful? And then you just run through and you're like, is it okay based on who would think it's bad? You're like, I think it is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think everybody just needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I got pretty upset with them too. They were just like rattling off and I let them explain and I stayed kind of calm, but I was like a little sharp. I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, so you're offended by this is what you're saying. They're like, no, I'm not saying, I mean, you can keep it if you want. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, how about this? I'm going to keep it. And then you leave it at that. And then we're done. And then they were like, oh, okay. And I was like,
whoa,
cool.
Look who's sensitive. And you're like, no. Like,
well, to be fair, they might have said that, but I was already walking away.
They 100% said that, dude, because I mean, we've all gotten the Connor, and then it does get intense sometimes where you're like, all right, jackass.
I know. I do personally feel like this one was warranted. Like even the Metallica shirt guy,
there's a
even
couple
that guy.
Warranted. That one was warranted, dude.
But I felt like it wasn't. I was like, I might have been a dick to the Metallica shirt guy, but everybody was like, "No, you're good."
That guy just started yelling at you for no reason.
I did tell him to shut up.
Yeah, but he was like yelling at us.
You also look like every high school bully that guy's probably ever seen. And
pussy.
He was just, you called him names and shoved him into a locker. And not you, but,
I didn't.
The
fictional, eternal version of me did.
100% a dude named Connor fucked him up.
Probably.
Literally less than one standard deviation from you. Like, that's how close in the multiverse you and this person are. Is like, they're pretty much you.
Yeah.
And then you were mean to him in high school.
Yeah, I do feel like the people that I have confrontations with are very, very similar to me. It's probably why I lash out at them. Like, no one's like me. I know, but this particular interaction,
steroids, that was yeesh.
This particular interaction with this person.
Instagram post.
Wait, what?
I know what your next hashtag is going to be on your next Instagram post.
Back on, baby.
Hashtag juicing.
Hashtag juiced.
Hashtag the juice is loose.
JOOCD. Juiced.
The juice is loose is a great one to tell people you're back on steroids.
The juice is loose.
Wait, Connor, what were you saying?
This particular person, this interaction at Chiba Hut, I did feel like it was warranted because, again, it's a shit mic. Nobody did good except for Liam Williams. Liam Williams had this hilarious bit where you're basically like, nobody gets laid if you tell a girl that you're an archaeologist. It's like, oh, I studied the bones of triceratops. It's like, also, why don't you make up some shit? They're like, it happened a long time ago. Why don't you just say they breathed fire? They all breathe fire. Like, I studied the bones of dragons. Now that'll get you pussy, and it was hilarious. I of course fucked it up, but you get it.
He definitely fucked it up because
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I tiz him down. I'm sorry.
The premise is kind of.
I was too confident in remembering it.
Well, no. Also, again, just like a mic where there's two people who aren't paying attention, we're listening to it for the structure of what you're saying. We're not sitting here being like I don't know. It's just a way different.
I got it. Let's not deconstruct somebody else's bit.
Yeah.
I fucked it up. Anyway, Liam did awesome. Everybody else kind of sucked ass, And I just thought it crazy that somebody would critique while at an open mic where everybody bombed. Two, that somebody that I didn't know at all. We may go to the same shows. Like,
you're playing with a tech deck right now? What are you doing?
What?
You playing with a tech deck right now? What are you doing?
You got caught, buddy.
No, I was.
Not like you just tried to fucking tray flip a kick flip by just like popping the back of it and be like, I know what to do. And it just flies off the desk.
Got it.
It's like spinning my pen on the desk and it hits.
Pen, the original tech deck.
How many tech decks did you get taken away from you at school?
None. I didn't. I had a real skateboard.
I got other people's tech decks taken from me. I was not very popular. I was like, let me see. And they were like, fine. And then I immediately got it taken away.
This is a piece of shit. That's not your property.
Oh, damn. There was this one time I lost a tech deck, dude, playing with it at recess. I was sliding it down the slide. And then my friend would grab it and bring it back. And then my friend disappeared. And I slid it down the slide. And I didn't know he wasn't down there. And then some other kid just picked it up and took off. And I just lost him in the sea of recess. And I was like, he's gone. I was tracking him down like a cop, dude, for the whole day. I was like, where is
you're like touching the ground and then smelling your fingers. And you're like, where'd he go?
It was this little blonde kid, dude. And then after school, I was getting picked up by my mom outside of class. And then I see this kid fucking run up he runs in between me and my mom. And he goes, Mom, look what I found. And he shows his mom the tech deck. And I was like, get the fuck out. I was in like 4th grade. So I run up and just snag it out of his hand. I was like, that's mine. Because he was in like 1st grade. And I was like, that's mine. And his mom fucking like grabbed the tech deck and was like, how do you die? And like started screaming at me. And then my mom got in and fucking reamed this mom out, grabbed the tech deck and fucking handed it to me and went, I fucking bought this. I know it's his. And fucking ran off.
Your mom's probably like, what did you vote for Obama, you retard?
Your mom broke her up with a 2-piece and a soda.
Dude, it was fucking sick, dude. I was like, well, my mom's obviously a superhero. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, instantly had my back. Knew that she bought that tech deck too. She was like, I bought this.
I have the receipt.
Dude, that is crazy. Like moms coming to their kids' rescue. I remember one time where I stood up for myself. It was at summer camp. There was this kid named PJ who would fuck with me all the time. And in passing, dude, everyone knew a Peach.
Everybody knows a Peach, dude.
Everybody knows a Peach.
Cool dude. Looking back at it, you're like, PJ did have some sick zingers. Like,
Peach was cool. He was
anyway.
Cool.
PJ was an older kid. He was a lot older than me, and he was like being a dick to everybody. So as like the parents are coming to pick up the kids, his dad comes to pick him up, and my mom comes to pick me up. He's like coming out the door, and my mom's coming in. I was like, Mom, that kid's being mean to me. And she turns and looks at the dad, looks at the kid, and is like, and just looks at the kid, is like, are you being mean to my son? And he was like, no, he's being mean to me. And then I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I had no comeback for it. I was like,
oh, the double cross.
I was like, the double cross. Why would my enemy double cross me? What the fuck?
Classic double cross.
And then I got in trouble. Like I literally couldn't. Like I was probably like 6 or 7. I had no words to explain what just happened. I was like,
lying under oath.
I was like, are you being mean to PJ? And I was like, no. And then she just thought I was lying. I'm like, the fuck? PJ, he was a mental mastermind. Is what he was.
PJ, criminal genius.
Yeah,
fucking
I learned to lie before you did.
Peach the Beej.
Isn't that the worst though? When you
still
realize
can't come up with a comeback for PJ.
I can't, dude.
You suck.
2.5 decades later, I can't.
Fuck you, fire crotch. Go to the forest alone, pussy.
Yeah, just wait to die, Connie.
Oh my god. No joke, he might have called me Firecrotch.
Of course he did. Look at you.
I was 6. I didn't have fucking flaming pubes at 6.
Yeah, but he knew you were gonna.
Car, you missed a solid opportunity to just lean hard into saying that you're actually a strawberry blonde.
Damn, dude. I'm not good at callbacks yet. I will be.
But do you guys remember the first time that you realized that everyone here has older siblings. When you realize that your siblings figured out lying and you hadn't yet? And so your siblings are like lying to your parents, and then you're like, that's not how it happened. And then you're like, oh shit.
And then they're like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Oh no, more like he did it. And I was like, I didn't do anything. And they're like, no, he was the one that was touching it, like he broke it, sort of thing. Did no one else's siblings do that?
I think I was the one that learned lying basically before my older brother.
Interesting.
I think because I remember he would get in trouble all the time. Basically, like I would come up with something that was like my idea, be like, let's go down to the wash, and then wash is a dry riverbed for people who aren't from Arizona.
For everyone outside the 520.
Yes. And he would basically be the leader after that. I would say, let's go down to the wash. And then we'd get like this fucking contraption together and like hook up the wagon to the bike, and I'd ride in the wagon, and then we'd be gone for like fucking hours. Then we'd come back and be like, where the fuck were you guys? And I'd be like, Landon took us out to the like immediately. Just it was my brother's idea, but
Landon
I was like,
did it.
That was all my shit. And he'd get in trouble.
That's not even like you're just be like, Landon took us to the wash. What are you guys yelling about?
Like, you know that feeling
what's so crazy
when
about that? Like you didn't know.
When your parent comes up and you know, like, you've done something wrong, like that gut feeling, you're like, oh shit, like, where were you? Like that gut feeling, and immediately I just go to, he did it, you know? That's what it is, you know, like being scared of getting in trouble, and you're just like, oh, that person. Dude, I was lying. I remember at summer camp at Udall Park, I would go to summer camp there all the time.
Lying about PJ bullying you.
I was 5.5.
You've never even been to Udall Park.
I was 5.5, and they had like age groups for all the kids, right? Summer camp was the shit in the 90s, dude. So many kids at summer camp. It was so cool. There were like 3 different age groups for kids that weren't teenagers and 3 different age groups for kids that were teenagers. And I'm like, why are there teenagers at summer camp? And I lied about my age because I wanted to be in like a higher age group and hang out with the older kids. And I was 5.5. 5.5, and I was telling everybody, it was like, well, I'm almost 7. I'm almost 7 years old, and like, all right, well, we need to put you in this group. And then they like look and be like, you were born in 93. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking liar?
It is hard when they have all the evidence to prove that you're lying.
Yeah, and you have no idea what evidence is. Like, what's that?
And you just think it'd be cool.
Like,
Yeah.
What's 1993?
Explain what that is.
Explain that.
Yeah, why don't you? It says here you were born in 1993.
I'm 22 years old. So
Listen.
You're old.
Was I?
I will say, to this day, I enjoy a casual lie to strangers.
Those are yummy.
Those are the best.
I love those, dude. That's like almost like you're kind of hungry and then somebody just has a Twinkie for you. You're like, oh, fuck, yeah, I'll do that. I haven't had one of these in forever. And like the cashier just casually asks you, it's like, like, what do you do for a living? And you're just like, well, I don't know. I fly jets.
You have no idea how many times I've been like, I do stuff like that at work, casual wise, but like it's different. Like say like we'll bang something against something and like ruin the paint job. The paint job gets scratched, so then I like take some like liquid paint and I paint over the scratch, and we'll let it dry. I'll do another coat, and then I'll go into my boss. I'll be like, hey, I need you to come look at this light. And he comes and looks at it and he goes, well, what's wrong with it? And I go, that's what I like to hear. All right. And I go, that's good. He's like, what happened? I was like, we scratched it. He's like, where? And I was like, perfect. Who cares?
That's not a lie. That's called a cover-up, dude. That's a conspiracy.
No. That's just called fixing problems. If he doesn't notice, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, but I was just like,
dude, if the paint on the light gets chipped in a warehouse, did it even happen? No.
Yeah, does the Pope shit in the woods?
No, he shits in children's mouths.
Buddy.
What? He does. That's what I heard. No, I do. I used to like lying a lot way back in the day. I used to love just weaving a web of lies that I could not hold up. I was just a pathological liar back in the day. And now I'm way too honest with shit. Yeah. Now, yeah, I would lie about everything. I would lie about like, oh, this kid hurt me, or I did this, or they did that, or, I can do this. Dude, I lied about being able to do a kickflip for years to everyone. For no reason.
Stories of like things that happened to me. Like, y'all never believe this. I was doing that shit. What I do on stage, I was doing that shit my whole life. Up to junior high, where I was like, all right, I gotta stop. People are calling me on my
people are catching on.
Like when you get called on your bullshit in 6th grade, you're like, all right.
They're like, wait a second.
Harder to back up.
Your uncle isn't the head of the Air Force. Like, what do you mean?
I remember this kid named Travis. I don't know what the fuck his last name was. It was kind of weird. It was up in the air about what his last name was because he would write something, but you would see on the schedule that his name would be different, and you're like, who is this guy? He looked like older than everybody.
The mystery,
yeah, he was like
lying
a
about
man.
your name. Even
his name was Travis. His name was definitely Travis, but he had like 3 different last names. He had like a middle name that would sometime appear on there. But anyway, he brought his Walkman. He brought his Walkman to school, and he was like, "Dude, you want to hear something crazy? This is me. Listen to these vocals." And I was like, "This is you? That's pretty fucking awesome." It's pretty awesome. And it was the band Jet. It was the band Jet. I remember that. And he was like, "This is me. This is me."
Did he have a short skirt and a long jacket?
No, but he did wear eyeliner to school, and I was like, I can't hang out with you anymore, man. He wore eyeliner and those weird prison pattern gloves with no fingers, that emo kids would wear. And I'm like, I can't hang out with you anymore, man.
I dabbled. I tried for like 2 days to pull off the fingerless glove. Didn't work.
Dude, you know what I tried? I tried to wear like a tie with a t-shirt.
You saw Big J Okerson for the first time.
Shockingly before.
Like a moth to a flame, dog. Like a moth to a flame.
Dude, I didn't even realize that that I was cosplaying as fucking Big J when I was in 6th grade. Dude, no bullshit. I had like fucking spiked hair.
Oh my god,
so
dude.
Cool.
In 6th grade, I was wearing the Bam Margera beanie hat.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
That was more my style.
I was that kid in that, but still playing fucking like football at like a good level. We're like still playing football. Like you're getting picked in the first 3 rounds of like picking teams. Like I'm in a fucking Bam Margera wearing like Lacai's. I look like a tool.
Lacai's, dude. Oh my god.
Lacai's. In 6th grade.
Would you have a Dakine backpack too? Or was it Volcom?
Dude, everybody had a Volcom backpack. Fuck you.
I think I had an OGO backpack.
Oh man, dude.
A purple one that was like
dude, remember you remember when randomly
no camo.
Hold on. You remember when randomly it was when we were all in high school. I know we were in high school different years, but we were in high school at least for 1 year all at the same time.
Yeah.
The coolest backpack to have randomly just became a JanSport plain backpack.
Yeah, plain black JanSport.
Just out of nowhere, JanSport. That was the
coolest thing.
I remember the weekend it happened. I was like, I need a new backpack.
What weekend?
Dude, it was almost overnight. It was JanSport backpack, and then all of a sudden everyone was 2-strapping, pulled all the way up.
Yeah, tight to the back.
Dude, no more sagging, no more Volcom backpacks.
The straps. They would use the straps. They were
to like put your thumbs in.
Yeah, just all the way up.
Also big for some reason at various times. At various times, I feel like the
elite socks.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say for some reason there would always be sprees. Like growing up, there would always be like a span of like a year and a half, 2 years that everyone had black Converse.
Yep.
And it would roll through. It's like everybody would have
basketball. You just said Converse. Middle school basketball every year. Pair of Converse, dude. I would rock Converse in middle school basketball.
Dude, my 8th grade year, I had red high top Converse. I thought I was the coolest thing in the world. I wasn't. Turns out I was a big nerd.
Looked like Pat Ronald McDonald. It was a problem.
Also, it turns out that no one gave a shit either.
No one cares.
1 year I got low top pink, hot pink when hot pink was in. Remember when hot pink was a fucking
ballsy
color?
I remember when hot pink like turned a corner and like people were like, yeah, I wear pink. And you're like,
Yeah.
ew, dude. And
Yeah.
they were like, no, ew to you. And I was like, ew to, is it in? Like,
Wait.
I didn't know.
It's almost like, wait, we could say retard again? We could say retard again?
Wait, are you serious?
That wasn't a trade-off back in the day for political correctness. They were like, boys wear pink now, but you're still allowed to say retarded.
You're still allowed to say retarded. And you could get the occasional gay in there. You can say
That's
gay.
the thing that's happening right now, is they're not giving us any trade-off.
Yeah, we're not opting in for anything.
Yeah.
We're not. We got to get retard back at least.
We're not transitioning into anything. That's why.
Let us have retard back, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, dude,
That's
retarded and retard is back in. Like, have you noticed like every special has it now?
I
And
think
all
it is
comedians are using it.
because everybody's like actually diagnosed with like an actual legit level of like autism. So it's like
That's fair.
like
No, that is the
retarded
literal
not-
definition. It's a little bit slow.
Like no one's retarded anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, all the definitions have gotten past it. It's Doug Stanhope has a great bit about this with the euphemism treadmill.
Right. Yes.
And you're like, well, so now everything already has a new name.
Mongoloid idiot.
Next time
Yeah.
we see him, we got to explain to him the race chart.
We did, yeah, dude. The chart of oppression.
The chart
I
of oppression. I feel like he
love
would
it.
very much enjoy the chart of oppression. He would be like, "That boys,
You got something.
You're onto something.
You're onto
Hey,
something.
Oh,
you're a
wait.
rock star."
Fuck. Do you guys also remember? No. Do you guys also remember? There was one year where like everybody's jeans just got like way tighter.
Yes,
Yep.
dude. Tight jeans became a big deal.
And
I
you were
never
like-
got into the tight jeans. I always,
Dude.
I stay slim fit, dude.
My oddly enough,
Two.
7. My
It
what
felt weak to me. It felt weak off the bat, dude. Like if that was, it felt like a
7
ground ball.
and 2.
I
7
thought
and
it-
2.
To me, it
I
sounded
thought
like
it was
a double play. That's what that burp sounded like. Off the bat, it sounded like a double play ball.
Yeah, but if it's
isn't that great?
do
No.
you mean a double? You mean I got a double?
No.
Oh,
He hit
double-
it to second base. He tossed it to the shortstop, and he threw it to first. 2 outs.
so I'm out. Okay.
The fuck in the dugout.
Oh,
the guy at first.
Oh, so he's the hitter. I was like, double play, great.
Yeah.
When you're
I gotta shit.
burping, you're the hitter. Bring the phone while you shit. It'd be funny.
It's this computer, but
Bring it.
bring it, dude. I do remember every time that people like. Wait, is your plate of food coming?
No, I'm just checking the score of the Diamondbacks game. It's the first time they've been in the playoffs in like 15 years or something like that. So I'll support them because the fucking Red Sox suck and they didn't make the playoffs. And that makes me sad, but I still like to watch baseball and have a beer. So I got to root for somebody. So I'll root for the team in Phoenix.
Fair enough. I
By
mean,
default.
they used to have pretty cool colors. Not so much anymore.
Dude, that is quite possibly next to the Redskins getting a chance to redesign and not even taking it like at all, barely. The
Right, yeah, with
Diamondbacks
their new color
doing a
scheme.
rebrand in what was that, like 2006? Might be
Yeah.
one of the worst decisions of all time.
Yeah, they used to have the like, or actually, no, your hat is the turquoise and
Yeah,
purple.
that's the old one. Where like
That's
the
the-
colors make sense for Arizona.
Yeah,
Like it feels more welcoming to people. This, what they have now, this red and black and shit, that feels like corporate Phoenix bullshit, and I don't want to be a part of it.
yeah, they took the soul out. It sucks.
They took the soul out, man. Rude.
I mean, Randy Johnson didn't kill that bird wearing red and black.
He didn't.
There you go.
He killed that bird wearing gray, turquoise, and purple, baby.
Amen, brother.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
And if the MLB is like, it's too flashy, be like, go fuck yourself. We'll pay the fine.
But don't they every now and again, like the NFL every now and again does like old school jerseys? Does the MLB also do that?
Yeah, I'm sure they do, you know. with the amount of games they have, I mean, why?
Yeah, isn't there like 162 games?
Yeah.
I'm sure that they could pull a weird jersey for one of them.
And 162. What is do 160?
Yeah, what's the extra 2 for?
Or get to 165. I mean, I'm one of those guys.
I think it's got to be something.
The TV volume. Like, get it right.
Oh, dude, actually, that's a great thing to parse into right now. I cannot stand to have it outside of 5 or a 0.
It does bug me when it's like, it's only going to work at 63, though. Like, 63 is 65. They fucked this volume level up.
Yeah, dude. Well, no, I'll be honest. I'll either listen too quiet or too loud. I don't have any Goldilocks zone in the middle. I go straight to 5. And that's actually kind of why I love the phone, is they didn't put a number on it, so I don't have to abide by that. But my TV for sure.
Sorry, I don't know why I put my beers behind my computer. I'll never doing that again. I was like, that's a good idea.
You put your beers under the table. That way it just kind of looks super awkward when you lean over out of frame to grab one.
Yeah, but I'd really like to see the Diamondbacks win one. Make the people in my workplace a little bit happy. They're all D-backs fans, so. And there's one Angels fan, which is that's a bummer.
The Los Angeles Dodgers?
No, thank Christ.
Oh, right, the Anaheim Angels.
Yeah, I swear, dude, if the Dodgers win the World Series this year, I think I'm not going to watch baseball anymore.
Dodgers.
I hate it so much.
Why?
I hate watching superstars that Boston had, and then them just trade them to the Dodgers for shit in the bullpen, and then just watch them win a World Series where it's like, that could have been us.
Oh, yeah, actually, that actually reminds me, granted, all of my baseball knowledge is from fucking 20 years ago. But didn't the Red Sox trade Manny Ramirez to the Dodgers?
Yeah.
And then he went on the next year to hit, like, not the most, but like a fuck ton of home runs.
Yeah. Exactly. But, it is what it is.
Oh.
Can't really dwell on it. I feel like once my pro teams that I've liked for so long become shit because they've been so good for so long, that U of A will become better.
Well, actually, that's an interesting proposition that you bring up, because I feel like U of A has already gone through, like, in our lifetime, 2 little peaks.
Yes.
Right, like
yeah.
Yeah, U of A football, like, granted, right when we were, like, born, was like the Teddy Bruschi years, right?
That was like, the best era. Top 5 team, fucking 1998 went 12-1.
Yeah, and then just like sort of fell down again. And then in the 2006 through 8, where like Gronk was doing shit.
2006 to like 2014. 2014 was the peak of that rise. We made it to a Fiesta Bowl. We were
no bullshit. And this is
11-2. I think we went 11-3 that year.
That year, granted, not for football or anything. I was in the band. We went and like performed at the Fiesta Bowl.
Nice. I was at that Fiesta Bowl.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I saw you perform, dog.
What up, dude?
What up, dog? Yeah. U of A, Boise State. Fuck. 1 touchdown game. Son of a bitch.
Real bummer.
Yeah. That's all right, though. You got brighter things. It's coming.
Yeah, wait, what was I want to say it was like right around when I went, like so it would have been like 2013 through 2015, like right at the beginning of my time there. We had like a kicker that just shit the bed.
Yes.
Really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And like embarrassingly, like people like all knew his name and were like, fuck that guy. Because he missed like kick after kick after kick.
Yeah. I forget his name, but
I was like,
there's been a couple
Z.
of them. There's been a couple of them where it's just like, fuck, I hate kickers. But now we have really good kickers that are they're award-winning kickers. So
I feel like more credence is given to kickers now because I don't know.
No, because it matters. People understand how much it matters. Like punting is like way more important than people think. Like getting extra 5 yards down the field on that roll or getting the ball out of bounds in good placement is pivotal.
Oh yeah, no, punting is a key strategic, play.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really give a shit about it. But also the ability to hit a fucking field goal from 65 yards out, also super important.
Incredible.
If you keep getting stopped.
Our backup kicker can hit it from 70 yards. He was hitting them during warm-ups. And he's our backup.
Which also just, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because then you're like, once you get to that point, you're kind of like, well, I guess anything other than our red zone is the red zone. Like we can score from anywhere we want.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. How's your shit?
Fantastic.
Sludgy. Been dropping sloppies.
Oh no, not sloppies.
Dude, I've been having like this collagen / protein powder in my coffees every morning, and it's got like live bacteria cultures in it. Trying to get my gut healthy again, and there's a lot of shit in there. There's a lot of shit in there, buddy. Let me tell you.
Or maybe your body just knows how much you hate other cultures.
A lot of stone ground mustard in there and some sauerkraut. Shit out whole German dogs.
You're just shitting.
Wait, what?
Are you sure that's what that is in there, or is it just shit?
I mean, it's definitely a lot of shit. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like when everybody's like, "Oh, I'm doing this cleanse thing," I'm like, "Is it a cleanse or is it like, are you just shitting a lot? Are you just having diarrhea?"
It's not diarrhea. It was kind of like, it was like a little soft, kind of sludgy.
So diarrhea.
It was more than water, but less than solid.
That's on a scale
diarrhea, dude.
On a scale from 1 to wet mulch, where are we?
Wait, what does 1 represent? I know what wet mulch represents, but like, what is 1 to you? Is that like fucking log? Like a?
No. I was just proposing
It was 5 mushy logs. Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Is that what you wanted to know?
I guess not. To be honest, once you said it, I was a little off foot.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. My shits be crazy, dog.
Yeah,
you be crazy.
Yeah. You do be crazy.
Finally beat it. I got a Sudoku problem, man.
You got a real problem.
Did you wait real quick and be honest? Did you take a shit break?
No,
just to play Sudoku.
I would never do that.
He did, dude.
He did. He definitely did. He was like, this podcast isn't going anywhere.
Do you think that I can make up an elaborate shit lie like that, Lex? No. I don't have a history
devoted to your shit lies.
I don't have a history of lying, Lex. We didn't spend 20 minutes during this podcast talking about how much we loved lying as children. I would never do that. 6.
Thank you.
I'll go 7 because he's a liar.
Lying piece of shit.
You're lying ass bitch.
Yeah, definitely. I am a lying piece. I laid 5 pieces of shit.
You already said 5.
I was lying pieces of shit in there.
Nah, there it is.
Yeah.
Turn the podcast off. I'm done.
It's good. Perfect time.
After that, pun. No puns, dude.
Yeah, classic Rapunzel.
Come on, dude. Cody Stugie's funny.
Is he?
Yes, he is, dude. After this,
I'm allowed to do it, dude. There's one.
Literally, all respect to Cody. Cody's fucking fantastic.
Yes, he is.
And now we have to keep that part in
You get one clown per comedy scene, one pun guy. You get 6 black guys.
You get 2 homeless guys. One funny and one not.
Wait a second.
Homeless.
What if one of your black guys is the homeless guy? Is that okay?
It's a 2
No,
for
he counts as homeless. He counts as
homeless. Yeah.
Okay, so any
We
white
can get another black guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We need more black guys, less homeless.
Actually, that's always been Tucson's problem.
Yeah. There's too many
homeless.
Not enough black guys.
Yeah. There's one guy in a wheelchair who wants to do it but never does.
He did it on Wednesday.
Did he?
Yeah, remember? He was taking up the whole aisle, fucking being an inconvenience to everyone.
I was gonna say, did John get worse or?
Speaking of which, yeah, John. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, dude, there's a whole extra 10 minutes of material on this podcast. So it was a comedy competition at the Rock on Wednesday, right?
Okay.
And they're doing like couples brackets. Like if you do good in your like pairing, you move on to the next round and you do another few minutes. And then if you win that one, you move on to the next round, do your last few minutes. And I got paired up with John. Now, when I walked into the Rock, they do it outside. I walked over to this little area where all the bros were, and John's just sitting there with a fucking cane, right? He just has a cane. I've known John for 5 years. Never once have I seen him have a fucking cane. All right. And you can even tell his inexperience with the cane too, because he's like fumbling with it and dropping it and shit.
He's just trying carrying it around.
Yeah, he's trying to like lean it up against the table. It keeps falling. I was like, John, give me the cane. And I just took it from him. And I just kept it. I kept his fucking cane. I was like, you don't need this, you bastard. You don't need this. Why do you have this? Why do you have this?
Connie, just to clarify, your way of getting people on your side was to steal the helping implements from a disabled person and then yell at them.
Yes, and here's why.
John does love that type of bit, though.
He does. He does love that bit.
You're right. I don't need it. And it'll like go try to run, and you're like, John, no.
And so, John is the guy I'm paired up with, and I do my set, and then John does his set, and John brings the fucking cane up there, puts it on the ground during his set, and I'm like, you fucking.
Well, he has the mic stand. He doesn't.
You piece of shit. And he's not even using the mic stand. He's just standing there. He's not holding the mic stand. And they vote for John. And I go up to him afterwards. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. You pandering piece of garbage. You know what you did. And he's just laughing his ass off. He's like, I know what I did. And from the outside looking in, it would look like I was bullying a man with cerebral palsy. But
dude, that's why I was so mad when I lost.
The man with cerebral palsy is a bully.
He's the biggest bully.
Dude. He's such a bully.
Dude, I lost to him at the finals of one of the roast battles. I was furious.
Yeah.
Lost him in the final. And I was so hoping that I would somehow squeak it out. And then the last person was John. He came with a clipboard full of shit and like a cane and then used the mic stand. I was like, you fucked me.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Yeah. But see, that's the difference between you and John. You have a leg to stand on, okay?
Whenever John starts talking shit to me, I always go, John, do a jumping jack. Shut up.
John, take a lap.
Take a lap.
Take a lap.
Take a lap. Hey, John, why don't you try to get the best time on that lap? Oh, wait.
Hey, John, high knees for me. Yeah, shut up.
Do some mountain climbers.
Stop talking to me before I do. Stop talking to me before I practice wrestling moves on you.
I just thought of if John tried to like do mountain climbers and then he fell over like a turtle on his shell and he's like,
You'll have to help him up. Like, see?
Like, God damn it, John.
Stop being mean.
Oh, shit.
And everybody would be on John's side, not knowing that he just called everybody a D-N word.
Classic John.